Hello people, just giving you the heads up. This video is definitely not for everybody. It's aimed at Anna and her future education, and hopefully she will work in the financial services. They don't teach you this at school. Anna, I love you very, very much, and one day, hopefully, I'll be around to be proud of you.
How we as a family live in Thailand, comfortably in Thai baht. In 2022, we live in very challenging times. Making sure that you have enough money to see out our days is one of the most important things within our lives. Health and time, unfortunately, you cannot buy. All our cash positions are US dollar. The next part is a video explaining gold and why now. Gareth Soloway is a classic street trader for the people, not the corporations.
It's a fair assessment, Gareth, because I know you're a proponent of Bitcoin and gold. You're an equal player there, but gold's been getting so much hate, with everyone saying, oh, where's that inflation hedge? But on the flip side, would you not say, well, compared to other assets, it's still holding its own, it's still a good protector of wealth? I mean, some thoughts here on gold.
Yeah, so I think gold has been doing amazingly well. Number one, if any investor out there was fully in gold, they would be thrilled this year, right? I mean, they would be so happy to only be down 5% or so on the year. And the other thing to remember is the gold chart is only down 5, give or take a percent, but the dollar has gone up 15% on the year. So if someone told me that the dollar was going to rise 15%,
yeah,
I would say, oh, well, gold probably should be down 15% on the year at least. And the fact is it's only down 5%, which shows to me it's relatively outperforming what it should be doing. And it tells me to also that you likely are having smart money accumulating, which is why it's not down as much. So I continue to be a huge bull on gold. I think, again, people love to hate on gold, but in reality, it's performed well. I mean, take a look at the euro chart, the gold euro chart, or the gold yen chart. It's an awesome. If you were in those assets via those currencies, you'd be loving gold even more this year. But I think, again, the fact that gold is holding up as well as it is with such a strong dollar is a testament that it's getting ready for a big bull run.
Okay, so that said, Gareth, I know at the start of the year when we had spoken, you had said, look, gold was going to be your pick for the top performing asset of 2022. Are you sticking to that as we're in the final quarter of the year here?
I do. So I think Bitcoin still has another leg lower to 12 to 13,000. I think the stock market likely by end of year or early 2023 will tag the March 2020, the highs just before the March 2020 COVID collapse. So you're talking about the S&P downside to like 3,400 or so. The key for gold's outperformance is going to be when you hear the Fed pivot. The Fed pivot is going to be key because inflation's not going to be down to 2% or under, and it's going to tell you that the Fed is now more worried about the economy than about inflation.
The iPhone came out 15 years ago. Since then we have been through the banking crisis and Wuhan, just to name a few. The iPhone to gold ratio is a classic example of gold preserving its purchasing power. Gold will not make you rich, but it will preserve your wealth going back 6,000 years. This is the reason why the world's central banks hold it. It's the currency of the gods. I do not trade every day or week or month. I love to swing trade, but only one commodity at a time. Up to 6 trades per year. I'm a pro technical swing trader. The next chart shows my last year's trading in platinum. I will show you my entry points and exit points. You can find out more on YouTube and books. Please don't use leverage or these get-rich courses on YouTube, Facebook, etc., etc. You will lose all your money. Over the last year I have only done 4 trades. This chart you can clearly see 4 trading channels. On this chart I am using MACD, Kei-Nashi candles, entry and exit points. This is a 1-year chart, but when trading are using 1 year, 3 month, 1 month, day, 1 hour, 15 minute and 1 minute. So I need to use 3 split screens and 1 smartphone. These are also just a couple of the trading technical indicators I use. 200 moving day average, RSI, MACD crossover points, Heikin Ashi Japanese candles etc. etc. Before you start trading, please learn to read the charts. Open a dummy account and trade with it for 6 months. Always study and research before going live. You only lose money if you cash out at lower price point than you buy. This is a summary of my trading account for the last year in Platinum. This works out to be an average wage in US or UK. There's one big difference. Monday to Friday around 4 hours per day. You can clearly see I'm watching more than physically trading. I can't advise you what stock, bond, crypto or commodity to buy. The reason why I followed Platinum this year. Platinum and gold generally always outperform all other asset classes in times of inflation and recession. Although all governments refuse to accept it. We are in a recession now. With trading this way I've made $69,120 profit in Platinum. My yearly budget for living expenses is only $36,000 or 109,000 baht per month, give or take 10k. Any monies left over each month we buy physical gold. Over the last year gold has gone down 4%. But US dollar versus Thai baht is up 20%, meaning even with inflation we are doing okay. So, this is what Gareth was explaining. Live in yen, pound, euro, but your income is in US dollars. Move to a country with a lower cost of living. This means we also have emergency money for buying more property, medical or car, plus the lovely Anna and school. We have a long-term holdings in physical gold which we never sell. We also have long-term investments in property, wheat, copper and water. The next war will be over water. You want to trade? You need to learn to read the charts. I don't invest in loads of stocks, crypto, EFTs, bonds or funds. My portfolio is set up for a world economic crash as big as 1922 to 1929. The US Fed Bank knows it has to deal with inflation. This has put massive pressure on the European Community ECB that has its head in the sand. Anyway, 2023 is around the corner. Inflation is not going away. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Following me you could easily become bankrupt. I'm not selling any financial services or courses. I only manage my money. Please don't sign up for anyone's get rich quick YouTube, Facebook or WhatsApp course.